I just woke up from a nap and I gotta go to work, so I'm rocking my uniform and stuff, and I'm looking like a very good boy right now. Um, but I woke up and the first thing on my mind was love. Isn't that something beautiful? Um, Now, as much as I love to love and I love to be loved, modern love is something that I do not love. How many loves was that? Um, I really dislike the modern idea of love and the process of falling in love. I think that it is all just a grand corruption of what genuine, pure love is. Um, I think love is something so much more than just superficial things such as looks and such as an Instagram profile. And I know what a groundbreaking idea, but furthermore, it's self-sacrificing. It's an action. It's something that requires suffering. Um, there was one depiction of true love in this earth, and that was Jesus. And I mean love as a human being. And that was love that came with pain, a cross, and death. And so I think about love nowadays and how we see this love as easygoing, as relaxing, as a bunch of bouquets of flowers. And I'm not saying these aren't things that come with love. However, we've downplayed the importance and the actual impact that love has on a human being. Love alters quite literally the entire dynamic of a person for years, for decades, man, a lifetime. I can actually not say a single person from the top of my mind that does not still think about the things that they learned through their first love. And so this just shows how much of an effect having someone else in your life, not platonically, romantically. I don't know why I had to like tiptoe around that, but having a partner has an effect on your life. And yet it's so downplayed. We've had this whole idea. There's so many people on this earth that have been led to just believe having a bunch of huz is awesome sauce, and like, man, I'm trying to get a girl so that my homies can see my stories and be like, ooh, you got yourself a baddie. And that is just such a shallow way of looking about it. Why do you care if at posting a story you get 3 seconds of happiness from just receiving a like by someone that you barely even know? Who cares? Who cares? At least to me, I want to come home to someone that can lift me up. I want to come home to someone that embraces me with a hug. And regardless of how difficult my day was, I can have something so much more meaningful than just day to day worries. I want someone that can push me, not only to further myself, not only to get closer to my goals, but also to get so much closer to God. And so, by searching simply for someone that just looks good, you miss out on so many people. There's so many people on this earth that have this idea that love is difficult to find. It's not difficult to find. However, it's very, very difficult to maintain. I think in order to find love, first things first, you gotta act like the person that you wanna be. What do I mean by this? You kinda gotta lock in, bro, and just be yourself. If you have goals that you wanna follow, follow those. If you have things that you wanna do, do those things. If you wanna say certain things, say those things. Be yourself, all the while being a good person and righteous while doing it. However, I'm also not under the belief that by tending your garden, the butterflies will come. Boy, hell no, they won't. Dude, if you want a girl, you gonna have to go and talk with them, introduce yourself to them. Now, I'm not saying I'm some sort of Casanova. I don't have a girlfriend right now, and am I looking for one? I wouldn't personally say so. However, if it comes my way, cool. But the biggest thing that I mean to say with this video is just choose to love. And when you choose to love, make sure that you love with absolutely everything. The person that you love, brother, you're going to leave a mark on that person. And I pray that if you mean to leave a mark, that mark be positive, and that mark be one filled with so many good memories. There's rough patches. Obviously, two complex human beings will find it very difficult to commune with one another. However, while adding Jesus into the mix, it becomes so much easier to sort out through things. That's what I desire. I want oneness in one single thing, and that thing being Jesus. The way that I see it, two human beings have different tastes, have different goals, they have different desires. And so, with two people being centered on themselves, they walk on two paths, leading towards their desires. If y'all ever taken math, it's very hard for these two lines to intersect at one point. It might take a while. It might be at x equals 100 or 1,000,000. And brother, if you have Jesus as the center of your life and your partner does the same, are you not walking towards the same goal? How much easier will it be then to actually have a love that can get past fights, get past misunderstandings? Love is something that quite literally will define you as a person. If you have no love in what you do, you are not doing it with meaning. You are not doing it with purpose. Without love, you are absolutely nothing. And I mean this not in like a worldly sense. If you were not loved by God, you would not exist on this earth. You would be smited by lightning the second you walk out your house. And so, love with everything that you've got. Don't be afraid to be passionate about your love. Don't be afraid to love who you want to love. Stop adding other things that corrupt love into your idea of love. Be completely unaffected by external things when it comes to your love. And don't be scared. Love hurts. Love hurts. However, it is not through suffering. Rather, better said. It is not through being comfortable that a person grows. It's through suffering. And by suffering alongside another person, you are blessed in the greatest way possible. And that's growing together, man. Growing together. And if it doesn't work out, well, you still grow individually. I love you guys. And I pray that the love that I have for y'all is the love that Jesus has for me. It's been my prayer this past couple of months, learning to love the way that he loves, to love my life, to love breathing, to love going to work. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's really my thoughts. There's so much more that I can say about love, but I'm going to keep it short because my Mac is running out of battery. Anyways, bye y'all.